talking points from media relations for your interview with Nora Albright?
Nora Albright, rising star in the publishing world, trying to be the next Tom Clancy. She researches a world, in this case the FBI, and then writes a thrilling novel about it. What I don't get is she goes through all these agents' resumes and decides Miles is the agent to best represent the FBI.
Miles looks good on paper.
Yeah, much better than he does in person.
You were picked because of your background. She liked your education. Try and be a positive role model, whether you get the job or not.
James Bond, Jack Ryan, and now Miles Leland.
Which one of these doesn't belong?
Yeah, if you're the inspiration for the book, she must be spoofing the FBI, mate.
Or creating a cure for insomnia.
I know what all this is. I told you I would never again fall for another one of your infantile practical jokes. Now, my birthday is coming up next week. I expected such an attempt, but I'm not falling for this one.
Is this book interview a joke?
No. It's legitimate. It came through Garrett's office. We had nothing to do with it.
Well, this could be fun.
Miles! This is Nora Albright.
Agent Leland, it's a pleasure to meet you.
So, you're the alleged author.
Yes, Central Publishing, New York. Is there a quiet place we can go and do the interview?
Well, how about if I stay here and you do the interview from, say, Mars? It would be fitting because the distance between here and Mars is commensurate with the gap between you and me when it comes to you having any idea of the sort of complexities that I deal with on a daily basis.
Miles, I don't think
How do you intend to write a book about something you don't even understand?
That's the point of research interviews.
You think you're going to learn in an hour what it has taken me a decade to learn?
I wasn't making that presumption.
My mind
Jack,
routinely makes
maybe we should do something?
I am. I'm enjoying the show.
It's safe for you to sleep at night.
Miles!
Oftentimes I make these calculations at a dead run while taking gunfire from terrorists bent on destroying the very essence of our freedoms. I am Einstein with a gun. Boston-born, Harvard-educated, SWAT-trained, special agent Miles Leland the Third. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a country to save. How was that for a performance?
Oscar caliber, I'd say.
Miles, this isn't a joke. You better catch her before she makes it to the elevator.
Oh, please, enough of this charade.
I will regret forever that I don't have this on video, but Sue's right, mate. Run after her. Run like the wind.
You forget, a man who naturally possesses heightened mental acuity is not easily duped.
Are you out of your mind? You were representing the FBI. Now, please tell me this was a reaction to some new medication, because right now, I have no explanation to give to Central Publishing.
Ted, I thought that they had convinced you to be part of some practical joke.
Do you think I'm in on the joke?
No, Assistant Director Spencer, and I would like to offer my sincere...
Fix this, or we'll be meeting again up in my office. You don't have to be Einstein or have a gun to figure out how that meeting would go.
Ms. Albright, thank you for coming.
My publisher said you felt it was important that we meet as soon as possible. As did I, Miles. May I call you Miles?
Of course. It's gracious of you to give me this opportunity. Very gracious and kind and understanding.
Such manners.
Well, manners are something about which usually I pride myself, but in the case of my actions earlier...
An impressive display of verbal fireworks. The extensive vocabulary was to be expected, but the passion with which you delivered your tirade was surprising.
Allow me to explain.
I believe you've already done a remarkable job at explaining yourself, which is why I'm only
My
more
coworkers
sure
love
that
practical
you
jokes,
are
so
the
I was under
prototype
the
for my
unfortunate
book.
impression that... I'm sorry, what did you say?
The blue blood background was my jumping off point for the character, but the passion, the fervor with which you approach your work, that's an element I hadn't even considered. And the phrase Einstein with a gun? That's very clever. I don't know who gave you the idea that you had to audition to be the role model, but suffice it to say, you've got the part, so to speak. You do want to do it.
Yes. Well, anything to help the Bureau and the arts. Well, I'll look forward to working with you, Ms. Albright.
Good. Good. And it's Nora.
Nora.